Good morning, you guys. So this is part two for my video when it comes to talking about money. So as I said in my last video, the Bible presents money as a very helpful tool, but at the same time, it does warn against relying on it to the point that you start to feel greed. While the Bible encourages wise stewardship, generous giving, and trusting God for provision, with examples like the widow's 2 coins, as it says in Mark 21:41-44, showing sacrificial generosity, and Jesus paying the temple tax with a coin from a fish's mouth, as it says in Matthew 17:24-27, as it highlights miraculous provision. So there are key themes to include which avoids debt, saving, honest work, and prioritizing heavenly treasure over earthly riches. So as it talks about in chapter Mark, the widow's offering. So a poor widow gave 2 small copper coins, which Jesus praised as more than wealthy donors because she gave all she had, demonstrating sacrificial giving. And that Jesus in the temple tax, as it says in the chapter Matthew, Jesus miraculously provided a stater coin in a fish's mouth to pay the temple tax, showing God's provision for obligations. And not only that, it says in Matthew, Jesus did tell a rich man who was eager to know what he should do in order to follow him. Jesus told a rich man to sell his possessions and give to the poor. But when he told him that, the rich man sadly walked away, which just shows that attachment to wealth can hinder you from following God. So as I said in my other video, it's important that we use money in a wise way, and that we also have to use money to also not only hoard earthly treasures, but we also need to store up heavenly treasures in heaven, excuse me. So, for example, there are wealthy individuals, which is Abraham, Job, David, Solomon, and Bartimaeus, as these figures who are wealthy, but they maintain integrity and use resources for good and godly purposes. So, in my next video, I will also explain another example that talks about the rich man and Lazarus, and this is why every single day we have to be sure that we give generously to people who are in need, and that we should not keep money to ourselves, and we should not rely on money to the point that we do not give to the poor at all.